I think growing up in that with that amount of wealth and that amount of power, that your mind develops in this privileged position where you never have to struggle, you never have to develop character, and you always feel entitled to everything.
Yeah.
You know, if you're like, imagine being a prince. Imagine being the son of an emperor. You have the most ultimate power. You could have people killed. He probably did. He probably killed people. If he got in an argument with a boy, you know, while they were playing, he would probably stab him. You could get away with that. And if you did that many, many, many times, you would develop this ultimate sense that you're superior to all mortals. Like, you would think of yourself as a god king. You would think of yourself as someone who's not a normal human being. And I don't think you could ever get that out of a person. If you grew up, it's like childhood stars are the most broken people that we have on exhibit. If you want to really examine human beings if you wanted to do like a psychological study, like what is the average architect like? What is the average singer like? You know, what is the average child star like? Well,
Yeah.
they're almost all drug addicts. They're almost all completely wrecked. Their personalities never fully develop. They develop under this weird position where everyone loves them from the time they're little. And they get exorbitant amounts of attention that are completely unearned. Then they never have to develop character under adversity. They never have to prove themselves. You cannot prove yourself, in fact.
Sure.
You never have the opportunity. And so what do? They get their faces tattooed. They get hooked on drugs. They're fucked up, man. They're just falling apart. And it's almost universal.
Yes. Well, there's the exceptions, but the exceptions prove the rule.
The exceptions are so rare.
Yeah.
And even the exceptions usually are fucked up.
I heard this quote. It was actually about Marcus Aurelius. No, it was about a different flight. It was in a book about Marcus Aurelius. Anyways, the guy said the worst thing that a son, or that's again male, but the worst thing a kid can say to their parents is like, "I was never a boy," or "I was never a girl." Like, you never had a childhood.
Right.
So I imagine that's part of it too, is like from same with child stars, but also like the person who grows up knowing you're never a normal, regular kid where
Right.
you're getting your ass kicked, where you're
Yeah.
confused,
Yeah.
where you're struggling to both fit in and like earn your place. You're just like, from the moment you're born, you're special. And that's maybe why there's 5 good emperors in a row, is that each one of those emperors did not grow up thinking that.
That makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible for someone to, I think it's the same as being famous, right? Essentially, he's the son of the emperor. He is famous.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same thing. I've met dozens of people that were child stars, and I've met some of them that were very nice. Like Demi Lovato's very nice. Miley Cyrus is very nice. I've met a bunch of them. But they're all fucked. They're all fucked in one way or another. They're all like, I'm sober now, or I'm going to do this now, or I'm going to do that. There's never like this sense of calm and discipline and being centered, and there's always like this state of change and improvement. Like they're always like in this weird place where they don't feel fully centered, or they're always like falling over to the left or falling over to the right. The structure's not there.